The European Union is cracking up, and not in a funny way. The European crisis is perhaps in its saddest state right now, with the bloc's two largest economies fighting it out rather openly. European unity is suffering big blows on a daily basis now, because Germany and France are washing their dirty laundry rather publicly. Interestingly, both Berlin and Paris still think they're successfully putting up a good show of unity. Recent events, though, have led everyone to believe that Franco-German ties are currently in jeopardy, as the issues that the two European giants disagree on are increasing every day. European Union policy decisions and the wider stability of the bloc are hinged on ties between Berlin and Paris flourishing. Now, both these countries have always had their ups and downs. Of late, though, it's more like there are only downs in their relationship. Whether it be handling of the energy and economic crisis, aid to businesses, dealing with China, or the expansion of the European Union, France and Germany are at odds on practically all subjects. This became clear as the joint meeting of the two countries' cabinets was cancelled. This was supposed to be a crucial event that put on display French and German camaraderie. It was all the more important given how the joint cabinet meeting was supposed to be the first since the COVID-19 pandemic struck. Eventually, just Macron and Scholz met in Paris, and even that engagement was on the verge of being cancelled due to heightened tensions between the two sides. According to a French official quoted by Reuters, the goal is to make Berlin understand there's a problem. The French believe that German Chancellor Olaf Scholz is not interested in maintaining healthy ties between his country and Paris. The official said, and I quote, "Macron and Merkel exchanged texts every single day. Scholz doesn't talk to Macron every day. We even struggled to get them to meet in person." Germany also chose not to consult European partners before announcing its €200 billion plan to shield industry and consumers from soaring energy prices. France had said such a unilateral move was not done and that it gave German companies an unfair advantage. That's not all. France has accused Germany of giving it the cold shoulder and not including Paris in a decision to launch a European air defense system with 14 countries, including Britain. This, according to French officials, proved to be the last straw. Here's an example of how Germany is antagonizing its European partners, especially France. There's by and large a consensus across Europe that China is an authoritarian country that poses significant risks to the European economy and to the security of the Indo-Pacific. Yet, Germany has executed a turnaround in its China policy and is now seeking to embrace the Asian giant. Berlin has probably figured that it cannot take on both Russia and China at the same time, given how its own economy is in dire straits. Scholz's decision to allow a Chinese company to buy a stake in its largest port has outraged France, which has called out Berlin's short-sighted, mercantilist policy towards China. French officials said, and I quote, "They still haven't learnt their lesson. Ruptures in ties between Germany and France will not augur well for the European Union as the bloc looks to put up a united front in dire times of multiple crises." Europe's biggest players are fighting it out and taking digs rather openly at each other. French President Emmanuel Macron even said, and I quote, "It's neither good for Germany nor for Europe when Germany isolates itself." Do you think the EU can survive a fight between Germany and France?